I've just finished building up a brand new e-bike, which I'm stoked about, and I find myself here at the local woods where I'm going to be giving this new bike its first test ride and sharing it with you guys. We've already seen the first of my 2024 bikes, which is the Haibike Like 11, and we've been out riding on it and had some awesome sessions. But with that same delivery, I was lucky enough to receive a second bike, which is this Haibike ALLMTN 8 CF. I absolutely love the all-mountain range from Haibike. I've been riding this lineup of bikes since 2019. They come with either a Yamaha or a Bosch system. I've had both over them years, and you actually won't find a more well-rounded bike that is capable of riding all sorts of terrain. This bike right here then is the ALLMTN CF8. CF means carbon fibre because the front part of the frame and the linkage here is made of carbon fibre. We've got this gold colour scheme going on, which I've actually already nicknamed the bike Goldfinger. I think that's quite a fitting name. And this particular model is running the Bosch system, which has a very fancy and modern computer on it, which I will come to in a minute. The bike's 160mm of suspension travel front and rear, which is a good amount of travel to absorb big hits, but it's also not too much that when you're on those long rides that you're losing a lot of energy through your suspension. And that's a RockShox setup, which I actually haven't run for a few years, so I'm interested to see how that feels. We've also got a mullet wheel setup, which I've actually changed to the Halos. We've got the Gravitas on there, 120 points of engagement on the rear Super Drive hub, which for the e-bike, super important. There's a lot of power going through that hub, so to make sure it's got good engagements is key to stop it skipping. The power unit then, as I mentioned, is a Bosch Performance Line CX. Now that is giving out 85 Nm of torque and is powered by a 750 watt-hour battery, which is hidden in the down tube here. So a nice big battery, you can get plenty of riding out of that. The thing that I'm most impressed with about the Bosch system is the Kiox 300 LED display. Not only does it look super fancy, but it's very easy to use, and it tells you all the information that you will need to know about your bike, ranging from power, cadence, max elevation, distances, and all the mileage and everything of the bike in each individual mode is stored on this display. And the feature that I like the most is the fact that it's got a built-in navigation. You can choose whether you want to ride on-road, whether you want to ride off-road. It will take you step by step, and that's a cool feature that I'm actually super excited to try out. Up front, I've got a Gusset S2 cockpit, which is actually the same across all of my bikes, and the reason that I do that is because when I'm chopping and changing bikes, which I do quite often, then the bike feels familiar. It doesn't take too long to get used to the setup. Tyres, I've gone for the Eddy Currents. I've used these before. They're quite wide at 2.6 and there's a lot of rolling resistance, but that doesn't really matter with the e-bike because I've got the e-power to compensate, and they are a really heavy tyre, but again, the whole bike's quite heavy, weighing at 26 kilograms. The benefit of the big heavy tyre is the strength of the sidewalls. They don't really get punctures, and with the suspension and the weight of the bike set up correctly, the grip that these offer is absolutely insane. It's time to test the bike out, and we're at the local woods, and although I know where the trails are from here, this is a perfect opportunity to give the navigation a try. So you connect to the Bosch Flow app, drop a pin on the map, and then what that does is it gives you the option of the route which you choose. Then through Bluetooth, the route will then go from your phone onto the display here on the bike, and it should be simple to follow. That's all loaded on there now, so let's head into the woods. Right, we're on course then. You can see the navigation, it's telling me to turn right here. I can't believe how easy this bike pops and lifts the front wheel. I reckon it's going to be so good for jumping and flips. Right, sat-nav saying turn left, 50 yards now. That's actually so good. That's such a sick feature. Obviously I know where I'm going, but for like epic rides, which I really want to test this out, it'll be absolutely perfect. It's now telling me to turn right, look, which is correct. Navigation finished. Wow, that's so good. We've made it into the woods and I'm excited to ride. It's always nice when you get out on a new bike, although we've had a lot of rain, so it's probably going to get filthy and christened quite quickly. First thing I'm going to hit is the classic ski jump. Perfect jump to see how this bike feels once it's in the air. Dropping. Phew! Nice. Yo! It feels so good in the air. It's really solid. Behind me here is a rather steep, long and tall hill, which is also super loose. All the perfect ingredients for a hill climb. It's going to be interesting to see how this gets on climbing it. Definitely want to make sure that turbo mode's selected. Let's get it. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's so loose. Let's try again. I've dug a hole. Oh, that's close. Dropping up.
Yeah.
Yes, 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 yes. Oh my God.
Oh wow.
Do you know what? That is actually such a fun challenge, because although you've got power, the ground is so loose, and that power, it is your friend, but it also isn't, because as I'm putting the power down, I'm spinning, which makes you lose balance. And once it starts wobbling, that's when it gets really hard to control. I'm actually stoked with that. That's a hard climb to complete. Behind that hill climb is a little step up, so let's see what this bike's like for some tricks. Oh, it's nice. Oh, it's nice. Perfect for learning tricks on. Also perfect for testing a new bike on. I think we can do a little jib line here to see how agile the heavy bike is in the size small. So we're going to jump the jump, land in manual, all the way to the bank, then fakie.
Oh.
For the first crash, it's quite a small little one, I guess. Yeah, that's more like it. That works quite good actually. I had to go to wheelie there as it goes uphill and I'd lost speed. But I quite like that. It's like a little skate park, this section. Well, good fun. This drop behind me is so mini rampagey, off camber, sketchy, very, very blind, loose run up. Pretty much everything you wouldn't want when riding a drop, but that also makes it super good fun. And it's a really quick exit once you get down there. It's like... I've come a bit further up because there's a little jump before, and when I say little, it's tiny. It's like a little skipper, that thing. Nice. You! Woo! Yeah! That's so fast down there. So good. Nice. You! Woo! Nice. That's so good. New bike feels amazing, and I'm stoked. We're back home after the first test ride. The bike feels absolutely amazing. It did get a bit dirty, so I've given it a good clean. The dirt fell off because it's already been ceramic coated, and then I've just gone over, checked everything's tight. I had to make a few adjustments to tyre pressures and suspension. The bike feels amazing. I couldn't wait to get out on it today, and I know the features over the local woods aren't the biggest, but they can give you an idea for what the bike feels like and how you need to adjust the setup, and I'm excited to get out on some proper trips. Unfortunately, that is all we've got time for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up, leave your comments down below, and I will see you in the next video.
I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shoot tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a